Mr. President, I rise to speak briefly in gratitude today. Yesterday, Dover Air Force Base once again had the honor of receiving the remains of 3 Americans who died in service to our nation. Sergeant Edgar Brian Torres Tovar of Des Moines and Sergeant William Nathaniel Howard of Marshallton, both Iowans, both serving in the Iowa National Guard. And Ayad Mansour Sakat, resident of Michigan, originally Iraqi, who served alongside American troops for 4 years during the war in Iraq and has become a naturalized American citizen. All 3 were killed in a tragic incident in Syria. All 3 served bravely, and all 3 were welcomed home with the dignity and respect that all who serve our nation and fall in service to our nation deserve. I appreciate the forbearance of my colleague from Virginia. I just wanted to briefly thank my colleagues from Iowa. I'm the senior senator from Delaware. For 15 years, I have invited home state senators to join me in dignified transfers at Dover Air Force Base, and I understand it is logistically very demanding. But this year has been the first time. In the last year, the 2 senators from Georgia joined for the dignified transfer of 3 Georgians, reservists, who died in an incident at Tower 22 in Jordan. More recently, the 2 senators from Illinois joined when 4 soldiers died in a tragic training accident in Lithuania. Yesterday, the state of Iowa and its delegation really showed up. The governor of Iowa, Kim Reynolds, of course, the Adjutant General Stephen Osborne, Major General Stephen Osborne of the Iowa National Guard, 3 members of the House delegation, Congresswoman Ashley Hinson, Congressman Jack Nunn, Congressman Randy Feenstra, and our 2 senators, Senator Chuck Grassley and Senator Joni Ernst, who served as a colonel and deployed with the Iowa National Guard. Senator Ernst accompanied the remains of the 2 fallen members of the Iowa National Guard all the way from Ramstein, and it was our honor in Delaware to welcome them to our state, and it is my honor to rise briefly in thanks for the service of the men and women of AFMAO, which is the Armed Forces Mortuary Affairs Unit, and Dover Air Force Base. This is a solemn duty, and one that the men and women of Dover Air Force Base carry out with exceptional grace, care, and skill. I want to close by thanking all the volunteers from our community in Dover, Delaware, who dedicate their time to making sure that the families of the fallen are welcomed, are supported, are prayed over, and know that our nation is grateful for their service and their sacrifice. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. President, and I yield the floor.